Thank you for joining us. Welcome to this Friday morning edition of Sports This Morning. It's a very beautiful Friday. It's a cool day. And, of course, we are here to update you, warm you up a little bit, and help you to get ready for what is coming ahead, but particularly this weekend. Plenty lined up this weekend, and I'm sure you are also getting ready, getting yourself in the mood for the excitement. My name is Tony Ibitoye. Yemi Adebayo is my partner on the program this Friday, and Yemi, good to have you on Sports this morning.
Always a pleasure.
The last one for the week, and
for the month as well.
Oh, today is 30th of March. Oh, the last one for the month. We're going into the crucial month of April, the fourth month of the year.
Yeah.
Already, one quarter is gone, and the year is moving so fast. And well, let's just look forward to plenty of excitement. But thank you for joining us all the same. We have a lot to talk about this morning. We have to talk about the women, under 20 Women World Cup. We'll talk about Nigerian Premier League. Games were played yesterday. We will review Week 17, that games were played on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we will be previewing Week 18 to be played this weekend. So plenty of action around the Nigerian Premier League.
Yeah.
And of course, the papers are here. We'll look at the papers, find out what stories are making the headlines from the papers. We'll talk grassroots football. We'll talk basketball on the program. Table tennis also on the program. Tennis also on the program this morning. And what else? Europa League as well. We'll just fill you in with what is going on.
The results and the incidents that happened in the game, and some especially for me, the Schalke game, I was a bit disappointed that they lost. I was hoping that probably a Nigerian can win something through the back door, but
through the back door.
All right. But it's not all lost. But it's a mountain too high. They can't climb it if they have the willpower.
That's Schalke.
Schalke for me, because they lost. Second leg is still there. Maybe they can make amends, but
it's not looking easy.
It's looking like an uphill task.
All right, we'll talk about that later on. Towards the end of the show, we will update you with the Europa League. But let's start off with the women. This weekend is very crucial for the women, for our under 20 girls. You remember?
Yep.
Last weekend, our under 17 girls qualified for the World Cup, beating Zambia convincingly, both legs, to qualify for the FIFA under 17 World Cup in Azerbaijan later this year. But this weekend is a step up for our girls. This time, the under 20 girls are going to be
the Falconets.
The Falconets are going to be on duty, and the same venue, Abeokuta, is fast becoming the home for women's football in Nigeria. That's where the girls will be playing.
Just like Benin was for some of our teams at the point, Abeokuta is turning to a slaughter ground for our opponents. But I mean, I expect that we will win this game. It's only going to be news if we don't win. No one comes close to Nigeria when we talk of age grade competitions and women football. Maybe at the senior level, maybe one or two countries. But I think Nigeria will skate through. The only worry for us will be whether we will see new players or we will continue to see the old faces.
Okay, let's look at the fixtures on your screen. This is the African qualifiers. This is the second round. First leg. After this round, we're down to the last 8 teams now. After this round, there's still one more round to go. That means 2 teams will be representing Africa. And of course, from the seedings, you will see that Nigeria is at one end, Ghana is at the other end. So Nigeria, Zimbabwe, first leg on Saturday at the MK Abiola Stadium in Abeokuta. If we are able to overcome Zimbabwe over 2 legs, we'll meet the winner of Mali and Congo DR. The other fixture is Kenya against Tunisia, and then South Africa against Ghana. That's a massive game for the Ghana, because South Africa also are pretty developed when it comes to the women's game. So, but then remember that Ghana took out South Africa at the under 17 level, and maybe it's an indication of the fact that Ghana will be maybe a little too strong.
You know, it's a country of two contrasting fortunes. South Africa has the facilities and everything,
the structure, the money, the funds.
Ghana has
the talent,
human resources, which is the talent. So you know, like
what about Nigeria? We have both.
We don't. We don't. We've been leveraging on talent, and I believe these other guys will catch up with us. We'll be leveraging on talent.
We need to do a lot more in terms of organization now.
The gap is still there, but as we've seen with the case of the Super Falcons, the gap is, they are closing up on us. And with the age grade teams, sooner or later they will catch up on us. But there's abundance of talent in Nigeria, we must say that. But we've been leveraging too much on talent. And we need to come to a time that we need to prop up ourselves. We need to be better prepared. We need to take care of all the little
Put better structures in place, like the women's league.
All the little details, the coaching. I've always said that. The coaching techniques. Like the former South African coach Carlos Alberto Pereira said, he's not going to teach a striker how to stick the ball into the net. It's not his job. He should have learnt that at the early stages of football. So all he does is put you on the pitch.
Okay, well, this morning as well, in a couple of hours from now, the Nigerian Football Federation will be releasing the names of those home Eagles that will be taking on Egypt in that friendly game in Abu Dhabi on the 12th of April. We're told that 26 home-based Eagles will be named for that game. Don't forget, we're going to be playing Egypt in April, we're going to be playing Gabon in May, we're going to be playing Peru in May, and then we'll be leading up to a very busy month of June. So there's a lot lined up for the home base Eagles. So in a few hours from now, that list will be out. Later tonight, we should be talking about the list of home base players, but the usual suspects, all those that went to Rwanda, all those that beat Liberia and have been in camp for the past 2 months or 3 months, even over 3 months.
And all those you see in the team of the week.
Of course, they are the ones that will be there. So don't expect too much of a surprise from the list. Now, very quickly, and talk Nigeria Premier League. We are going to start by reviewing the games played Wednesday and Thursday, and then we will go into the games lined up for this weekend. Let's start from the results of yesterday's games, because we talked about the other games yesterday. So we start with this one. Lubi Stars of Makurdi, Tony Okpoto getting the only goal for them against Kaduna United. It was good enough for all 3 points. Warri Wolves with goals from a new boy, Austin Amutu, and the defender, Ike Gabriel, beating Gombe United 2-0. Sharks, very controversial game. Kola Anubi scored a great goal for Sharks. Chike Luba Ofoedu scored what would have been a fantastic equalizer. Only the referee felt it wasn't a goal. Every other person, TV replays, every other thing showed that it was a goal. It was only the referee, Ishaya Palm, I'm told.
Thank God we had that game on TV.
Only the referee felt it wasn't a goal. And we're told from Rangers officials that is the 4th time Chike Luba's goal away from home will be disallowed. And they claim that that's the same way he scores his goals. Onside, the referees will blow offside. It happened in Ilorin. They said it happened in Ijebu-Ode. It's happened some other places. And yesterday, happened in Port Harcourt. Thank God we saw that one.
I'm so happy with this kind of incident. It shows that we are getting close. People
scrutiny.
Yes, referees will have to put up their A performance on days like this.
4th time Chike Luba will score an away goal, and the referees will not allow it to stand.
TV, we'll just see the opposite side.
It will be their words against our own.
Bad losers.
Okay, Aqua United and Atlanta ended it goalless. Kano Pillars 1-0 over Sunshine, and of course Jigawa, Bala Mohammed, former Pillars player, getting a penalty goal, giving them the 1-0 win over Niger Tornadoes of Minna. These are the results of games played yesterday. But earlier on, Wiki and Enyiba played 1-1 in Bauchi. 3SC beat Kwara 1-0. Rising Stars, well, losing 0-1 to Dolphins. And Ocean Boys and team of the moment, Abubakar Bukola Saraki, ending it 1-1. These are the complete results now of week 17 fixtures in the Nigerian Premier League. So, Yemi, top 4, Enyiba, and now where they want to be. 30 points, goal difference of +8. Pillars, 29 points, 10 plus 10 goal difference. Rangers, 29 points, +9. Gombe, 25 +3. So this is what the top 4 is
gradually like. Slipping down. At some point they were on the top, and some inconsistent results have brought them to 4th place. At the bottom of this is the place you don't want to be. Bottom 4, you have from the bottom, Rising Stars with 15 points, -8 goals difference. Jigawa Golden Stars, 18 points, -9 goal difference. Ocean Boys with 20 points, -7. Kaduna United with 21 points and -6 goals difference. All teams having played 17 games.
Apart from Ocean Boys, I think have an outstanding game.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what it is. Our team of the week. Now we can tell you authoritatively that it's Dolphins. They were the only team that went away from home and got a victory. The defending champions are our standout team of week 17. The only victory of the week, and they did it by sinking Rising Stars in Ado Ekiti.
And if you understand Nigerian League, for you to get an away victory counts for something.
And the player of the week, Kennedy Chinwo of Dolphins. Former youth international Kennedy Chinwo scored a beautiful free kick goal for Dolphins, inspiring them to 1-0 away win over Rising Stars. So Kennedy Chinwo, you are under focus today. Congratulations, kudos. You are the player of the week. Our player of the week That's what we say. Top scorers, well, no changes. These guys are finding it difficult now. They've not been scoring in the last couple of weeks. Mustafa Babadidi is telling us that he has 10 goals, but then officially NPL is saying it's 9. I mean, record keeping is a problem here. Sanusi Sani of Gombe still on 7. Chike Luba should have been on like 11 goals now. If referees were very...
If and what if don't count in football?
It doesn't count. Okay, so let's leave him on 7 goals. Sibigwa on 7 for Tornadoes. Buhari Jafar on 6 for Kaduna. Azuka Edunum 5 for Warri Wolves. He's a new player of Warri Wolves. All the 5 he scored while he was a Niger Tornadoes player. Jose Amadu Abuchobenyiba on 5. Bright GK of Sharks on 5. Godfrey Obabona, captain of Sunshine, home base Eagles. He will be named today in the team that will take on Egypt, also on 5 goals. Alright, this weekend, week 18, let's look at the fixtures. Kwara United against Rising Stars. Oh, what a time to play Kwara United. Oh, I feel for Rising. I feel for Rising. But let's see what happens.
Yeah.
The other time, Ondo State team went to Ilorin. It wasn't good story. But let's hope that this one will be different. Tornadoes against Lobi. Dolphins against Kano Pillar. What a game this will be.
Pick of the pack for
what a game. Abubakar Bukola Saraki will take on Jigawa Golden Stars. Should have been a relegation dogfight, but Abubakar Bukola Saraki have left that region. Rangers against 3SC. Massive game.
Many years back. In
the past, this would have been a massive game. Yes. But now, no more.
No.
Okay, Atlant Sharks also looks a decent game as well. This weekend, week 18 of the Nigerian Premier League. And the other games, Enyimba against Aqua United. Sunshine Stars against Warri Wolves. Massive game that also. And then Kaduna United against Ocean Boys. That's a relegation dogfight that you have on your hands in Kaduna.
A lot of interesting games there. Like you could call some pick of the pack, but there are others that will be interesting because of the dimension it brings, like the one that involve the relegation threatening teams.
Ocean Boys.
You know,
6-pointer.
And some of the teams that seem to be doing well. I love to see how Sunshine react. The reaction wasn't good for me because
when they lost to
yeah, because I expected them to just after that loss on the continent to just come back, and it's not always easy, but I do expect that they will get a good result. And the other teams, Dolphins, the league leaders, I hope that they can get good results.
Okay, the National League. Well, you know what we'll do every Friday. We'll give you the fixtures for the Nigerian National League. But the news is that the Nigerian National League has gone on break, a mid-season break, about 2 weeks. It will go on break about 2 weeks. It will resume, I think, first week of April. So no National League games this weekend. Teams can take a break. I mean, evaluate how well they performed in the first round. For those who need to consolidate, plan how to consolidate. To those who need revival, they'll be planning how to get back from bad positions into respectable positions, and it's interesting. So,
no disrespect intended, because I don't want to say this to be seen as. I mean, I like it when people go on planned breaks.
Yeah, this is planned.
Forced breaks. Not something that
this
just
is planned.
This is a planned break.
Planned break.
And I'm very happy when I see things like this. You know, sometimes you're sitting at home, you expect to play a game, you're not playing it for 3 months. Then when actually you should be resting, you start to play those games.
I think you're talking about the Nigerian Football Federation and the Federation Cup.
Yeah. And
we'll keep saying it.
And I think that
if
the National League can't do this, I think, I mean,
the Nigerian Football Federation, we'll keep saying it. Nigerian Football Federation, absolutely planless about the Federation Cup up till now. Nigerian Premier League is week 18. Before you know it, it's end of season. The Federation Cup, nothing around the Federation Cup yet.
Most people will say, stop comparing us with top European clubs. Yes, okay, I won't go that far. What about even Ghana? Because South Africa, they will say they have whites. Okay, Ghana, they don't have such problems, and we happen to belong to the same. You know, I don't know. I think we need to get our ass right. Well, and I'm so happy that the National League. I hope politics will not get involved. They seem to be speaking with one voice.
Maintain that momentum.
Sustain it, yes.
Going into the next round.
Yeah, and there will be no issues. There will be no controversies because that is the only way you can get true development.
All right, so that's it. Let's go to the next part of sports this morning. Yeah, it's the papers. Let's find out what the papers have for us this morning. And we will be reviewing quite a number of papers, but we'll be doing it very, very quickly. The Complete Sports, the Soccer Star, Sporting Live, and all of those we have for you on review. Okay, we start with Complete Sports. Blame AVB for Mikel's poor form. Chelsea fans say Eagles Stars game has improved under Di Matteo. You can read up the details inside Complete Sports this morning. It's an interesting story. Wrong man for the job. Adegbo Enigmede says Saint Faith is not the right choice. Well, when the right choice didn't apply for the job, he should have applied. The Nigerian coaches should have applied.
Well,
But the NFL said you didn't apply for the job. You can't get a job you didn't apply for. It's only those who apply for a job that will be considered for the job. But doesn't take anything away from the fact that we also sometimes need to look in.
Desirable is not available.
The available becomes desirable.
That's just what happens.
I think the appointment has been made.
Yeah.
I think all we need to do now is forget about whether it was the right choice or not. Give him the support
So that it can work.
so that it can work.
So it won't be another white elephant project.
Okay, sit off. It's 50-50 game in Camp Nou. That's UEFA Champions League. Next week, return leg crucial, return leg games. And that's what they're talking about. Martinez, Victor Moses is 70% fit for Stoke. That's the Rangers stumble in MPL title race. We talked about it. Referee decision denying Rangers of the points. And they're still so unhappy with the referee. Well, other stories as well. You can get a copy of Complete Sports for that. Soccer Star. Chelsea to offload Mikel, 6 others. Well, you can read Soccer Star for the details. Let me work with Keshi. Clemens Westerhoff. Well, he should also have applied if he wanted to work with Keshi as a technical director, but we have a man for the job, so I think it's time for us to just give him all the support. Seinfeld, Nigeria technical director job crucial to me, is also there on the front page of Soccer Star. Emenike knows fate April to Gabon. In for Eagles friendly, that will be sometimes in May. Abramovich tables 115 million euros for Ronaldo. Get details inside Soccer Star. Sports Day, Chelsea to dump Mikel, 5 others. Okay, you can read up the details as well on the front page of Sports Day. Glow charges Falconets, hail Flamingos. Sponsors of the national team Globacom telling the Falconets and the Flamingos to go out
just go
and
for
win
for
Nigeria. All right. We have other stories there. NFF Safa agree on Falcons Bayana matches. Is also there on the front page. Kanu not fit. We talked about this I think earlier this week. And Aruna begs for Eagles return. I've been read. Lukman Aruna lost his father a couple of days ago. He wants to get a chance to be back in the Eagles. If he continues to play well, he will get his chance, no doubt. We go to Sporting Life. Mikel free to go. This story is common to all the papers. You can read up Sporting Life as well if you want details of that story. Too much money. Chelsea table 1.5 million euros for Ronaldo. Well, cash splash. Man City chase for Falcao with 42 million pounds. And then Blackburn charge Yak to aim high. You have headache for Saze, Wigan hopeful over Victor Moses, and you have other stories as well. This is an important job for me. Tom Seinfeld, the new technical director of the Nigerian Football Federation. You can get a copy of Sporting Life this Friday. It's a very colorful paper, plenty of stories. I'm sure you'll find that exciting. Let's go to the last one. International soccer, you saw a bit of it. We must keep Van Persie. Well, Van Persie is a beautiful bride. He's scoring goals, he's staying out of injuries, and that's a good sign for whoever would like to get him. Eyes on the ball. UV against Napoli. Later tonight, we'll talk about the big games in Europe.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a preview of some of the top games to be played this weekend in Europe. Man City against Sunderland. Catania against AC Milan. Osasuna against Real Madrid. Newcastle against Liverpool. Massive games tonight. This weekend, I beg your pardon. In the European leagues. We'll give you all the review, but you can get a copy of International Soccer and catch up with all the interesting stories. This one is interesting. Man City ban BBC reporter over Vieira story. It's not just in Nigeria that you have reporters facing the heat. It happens everywhere.
It does.
It happens everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the papers for you. You can please go on, get a copy of any of these ones that we've reviewed and get updated with what is going on around you. Let's move very quickly now, Yemi. Our time is really running out. And let's start with grassroots football. And this time, talk about the African Milo Under 13 title defense. The championship is taking place. It's an African event. Nigeria are the defending champions. And the Nigerian boys, made up of secondary school boys, will be going to Ghana to defend this title. And Nigeria is involved, Ghana is involved, South Africa is involved, Liberia is involved. And campaign, I think, will begin any moment from now. So we'll wait to see what happens at the end of it all.
Yeah, we just, I wish them all the best because this is the future. And we need to start taking care of this. I just hope that I'm not always, when tournaments like this, I'm not always after winning, but I'm always after them doing well and them being on the stage. You know, get them to the stage, expose them, nourish them, do whatever you have to do to them so that you have the generation next available. Then to put the top guys on their toes.
All right, let's move away from grassroots football now at the team level and talk about basketball. This weekend, week 6 of the DSTV Premier Basketball League will take center stage, and from the Atlantic Conference we have Royal Opals against the Down Warriors, Chariots against Customs, Police Baton against Islanders, and Union Bank against Comets. These are the fixtures from the Atlantic Conference. From the Savannah Conference, Bauchi Nets against Immigration, Defenders against Niger Porters, Yewa Hawks against Kada Stars, Tap Gun Rockets will be taking on Kano Gilas. So these are the games from the two conferences, basketball. So basketball lovers, I'm sure if you walk into the National Stadium, indoor sports hall, you will catch one of those games this weekend, surely. You will catch one of those games. Let's talk basketball now, and this one's still talking about sports development. We're talking table tennis now, and we've given plenty of kudos to Lagos State government. Now they're doing the right things, and we must encourage what they're doing and give them the credit for what they're doing. Yes, last week it was chess, 7 to 17 years old chess. This week we're talking table tennis. They had the Lagos State Table Tennis Association Chairman's Cup not too long ago, and it was an avenue for Lagos to discover young players who can play this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy when I say this like this. It's not about people trying to be desperate to get laurels, people trying to put themselves on the spotlight. The spotlight here is not even about Lagos. It's about this young
ones,
chaps that you see, you know, bringing them on into the stage, giving them experience. Some of these people would have remained inactive. Some of these people would probably have nothing to do. But, you know, and Lagos just pops up in sports, you know, that we call lesser sports. And, you know, just pops up, brings up one tournament after the other. And every time is always well organized, and the incentive is always there, you know, just to keep those people participating in this. And I think this is a good one, and we still expect more from them, you know, because I mean, if some of the associations refuse to do their job, or let me say, because of some of the problems these people have with funding, they are not able to do some of these things. I'm so very happy when
is it the fact that we have a sports loving governor in Lagos, or just that someone is doing something right? Because when you see what they are doing with all the sports, they look like they're really focusing on the grassroots, and it appears they're getting the results.
Yeah, and you know, intricate details. They seem to be detailed in things they do. Not just that they organize one, you know, as a PR event. No, you know, they follow through on whatever they are doing, and it shows. I think it's a combination of both. Combination of a sports-loving government
will on one side, and then good thinking
and competence. Competence of those who are in the saddle. Competence of those who, you know, are put in places to do some certain things, and it's working out well for Lagos State.
All right, they are hosting the National Sports Festival later this year, and they hope that some of those talents discovered from these events will still go on to represent Lagos at the National Sports Festival. So we'll see how well those talents are progressing. And then to the World Table Tennis Championship in Dortmund, Germany, Nigeria will be battling Egypt for a ticket to the Olympic Games. Our men are doing so well. Early today, they beat Bulgaria, and they're looking good, but our women are not getting exactly the same kind of results.
Well, I just hope things turn out well. A lot of us we are already streamlining our hopes in the Olympics just to athletics. But I hope some of these other sports.
Can we get a medal in boxing? I beg your pardon, in table tennis, looks difficult.
Well,
looks very difficult.
Well,
but as
the consolation is that the major thing in the Olympics is to participate. But hopefully, let them qualify first. At least if you qualify, there is the hope that when you participate, one of the possible outcomes is getting the medal. But we just hope that the male and female teams are able to progress and are able
that
to
we can learn a few lessons from what is going on in Germany now, and prepare for the future.
Yeah.
All right. Let's quickly move away from Germany. Our time is really fast spent, and go to Miami. Talk about the Ericsson Open. That's tennis now, and it was all good for Rafael Nadal, taking out Joe Winifred Tsonga. And it's fantastic game of tennis. What do you expect anytime you see Nadal getting involved? It's just on top of his game.
Well, it looks fired up. I don't want to measure his performance. I'll wait till he meets his Achilles heel. That's Djokovic.
Novak.
Yeah, but
or Rafael Nadal or Andy Murray.
But I think it's a good performance from him. He did so well, and hopefully he can continue from here. like in male tennis, there are all the dominant figures are always there, and I hope that he can continue like this and make it more interesting. He's already looking like another Novak year, so I want him to do well. I want Federer to do well, and probably Andy Murray as well. Make it more competitive. And last year was a clean sweep for Novak, and that's why that man that we've just seen, Andy Murray and Rafael Nadal. I want those guys to step up and make it more interesting.
All right, it's time for us to close the show, but let's close with Europa League results. Yesterday we had quarterfinal games, first leg games in the quarterfinals played, and in fact plenty of interesting results from that one. Schalke 0-4 lost 2-4. I beg your pardon, to Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao clearly are now looking like the favorites to win this one. AZ Alkmaar beat Valencia 2-1. Sporting Lisbon 2-1 over Metalist Kyiv. They gave out a late penalty. They should have won that game by 2-0. And then Atletico Madrid 2-1 over Hannover. So all games evenly poised for the return leg.
Apart from the Schalke game, because they lost their home game, all other home teams won their game, but the margin is not wide, and so we'll see how it goes. But for Schalke, it's a mountain too high to climb. 3 Spanish teams still left in this competition. There are chances of having 2 or at most 3, and it's a good statistics. Even in the Champions League, you still have two Spanish teams as well. So I think it's a good one, and I hope Athletic Bilbao is a team everybody's looking at, and the way they've taken out Schalke now. Who says they can be in the semi-finals?
Okay, so we have to close the show now, but we must give credit to the Russian Football Federation. They're putting something together to help fight hunger in Africa. I hope we can allow you to see that as we wrap it up, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Hunger in the Sahel region is a very serious condition, very serious situation that requires urgent action. There are no